have a secret obsessions that narcissists will do after you're gone. Hey there, welcome back to our channel. If you've ever found yourself ensnared in the turbulent vortex of a narcissistic relationship, you're intimately familiar with the devastation it can leave in its wake. Amidst the tumult, one burning question often persists. Does the narcissist even possess the capacity to care? It's a query that reverberates across social media platforms and occupies the thoughts of countless individuals who've endured the emotional roller coaster of loving a narcissist. As you grapple with the shattered fragments of your heart, a haunting uncertainty emerges. Do they harbor any semblance of empathy? In today's exploration, we're delving deep into the enigmatic psyche of the narcissist to unravel the truth. Do they truly undergo emotional upheaval when the relationship concludes, or do they remain utterly indifferent to your anguish? Join us as we navigate the labyrinthine complexities of narcissistic behavior in an endeavor to illuminate this age-old quandary. For while your empathy may run deep, comprehending the narcissist's mindset can offer invaluable insights into their seemingly unfeeling demeanor. If you find this topic intriguing, don't hesitate to demonstrate your support by tapping that like button below and sharing your reflections in the comments section. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for a plethora of enlightening discussions on navigating toxic relationships. Let's embark on a journey to unravel the enigmas of the narcissistic heart. Let's dive in. First and foremost, I want to validate your emotions. You genuinely cared for them. You loved them. Some people try to downplay this, saying things like, "It was all a sham," or "I was fooled." While there may be a kernel of truth in that, it's crucial to acknowledge that you truly had feelings for this person, which only adds to the difficulty. It hurts because you miss them, you yearn to have them back, and you're accustomed to their presence every day. It's incredibly disorienting when the person you poured your heart into simply walks away without a backward glance. Why don't they care? They claimed they did, right? They professed their love, vowed never to leave you hanging. But then they did. They talk a good game but fail to follow through. It's like their words and actions are engaged in a tug-of-war, leaving you feeling bewildered and wounded. Our minds naturally seek the least painful explanation. It's easier to believe those three little words, "I love you," than to confront the harsh reality that their deeds don't align. This discordance can mess with your head and foster a deep emotional attachment that feels almost addictive. The roller coaster of emotions, the mixed signals, the moments of affection followed by coldness, all contribute to this bond that's hard to break. You might find yourself wondering, do they even care now that I'm gone? After all, you cared deeply for them, so why wouldn't they reciprocate those feelings? Indeed, narcissists do care, but not in the way you might anticipate. When you make the decision to leave, there are three primary concerns on their mind. Firstly, they're preoccupied with their public image. They're contemplating how your departure will reflect on them in the eyes of the world. When my wife temporarily left, my initial thought was, how will this affect my reputation? I was busy crafting a narrative to avoid being seen as the villain. I felt compelled to maintain the facade of being the perfect partner because that's how I perceive myself. Hence, I ponder, what will others think? How will this impact me? Leading up to your departure, they may even go to great lengths to make your life miserable, hoping you'll be the one to walk away, not them. It's all about preserving their image and evading accountability for their actions. Essentially, they're trying to say, "I'm not the one at fault here." This tactic is commonly employed by narcissists who are keen on upholding their positive image, despite their contradictory behavior. Their primary focus when you depart is on preserving their own reputation, rather than considering your feelings. That's why they may attempt to draw you back in with hovering tactics. They prefer to maintain the facade rather than confront the reality of their actions and how they hurt you. The strategy of hoovering, commonly employed by narcissists, serves a couple of underhanded purposes. Firstly, by enticing you back into the relationship, they can portray themselves as virtuous individuals to others. They'll claim, "Look, I made an effort. We reconciled. Doesn't that reflect well on me?" This allows them to perpetuate the illusion of being virtuous and devoted, fitting into their distorted narrative. Another tactic they employ to uphold this facade is tarnishing your reputation through a smear campaign. They need to appear superior to you, so they spread falsehoods to boost their own image. They'll shift blame onto you, portraying you as the villain just to elevate themselves. In certain cases, they may even discard someone else entirely simply to maintain their image. They'll accuse you of infidelity or label you as abusive, anything to tarnish your reputation and present themselves as blameless. Ultimately, a narcissist's primary concern when a relationship ends revolves around their public image. They obsess over appearances, how they'll be perceived, and how they can manipulate situations to appear superior. Their sole focus is on emerging victorious, regardless of who suffers as a result. It's all about them, disregarding your feelings and the truth. This self-centeredness is a hallmark trait of narcissism, and comprehending it can shed light on their behavior when you're no longer in their life. As I've mentioned earlier, a narcissist's primary concern when you depart is their image, but what comes next? Money. And what's the third thing? That's control. Control is akin to treasure for a narcissist. They dread the thought of losing it. When you decide to leave, it's akin to a blow to their core, because they're accustomed to dictating the terms. Losing control over you is their ultimate nightmare, because their entire identity is founded on maintaining control. They're constantly pondering, how do I regain their submission? How do I re-establish control? It's like a perpetual loop in their mind, because the notion of relinquishing control is intolerable to them. This fear propels them to resort to hoovering when you depart, a desperate bid to reclaim the control they forfeited. Hoovering entails their efforts to reel you back in post-breakup to maintain their grip on you. They'll resort to any means to retain that control, even if it entails portraying you as the one who ended the relationship, not the other way around. It's all part of their scheme to maintain control, even after the relationship has ended. So, let's dissect it. Concerning narcissists, there are three predominant elements they prioritize: image, money, and control. These serve as the bedrock of their existence, and they'll employ any means necessary to safeguard them. When you're endeavoring to sever ties with a narcissist, comprehending these three aspects is imperative. Understanding their dread of losing control, their fixation on appearances, and their apprehensions regarding finances can significantly aid you in navigating the intricate process of parting ways with them. Moreover, these elements, image, money, and control, can be particularly significant in legal matters such as divorces or custody battles, or in deciphering their post-departure behavior. Now, one thing that's abundantly clear about narcissists, particularly when a relationship is reaching its end, is their apparent indifference to everything else. They display no genuine concern for you, and their actions, or lack thereof, speak volumes. They certainly don't win any awards for being exemplary parents either. They might neglect their responsibilities or pass them off to someone else. Even the pets may not receive the affection and attention they deserve. And if they're causing you pain or disrupting other aspects of the relationship, they couldn't care less. Keeping this in mind can be a real lifesaver when you find yourself questioning their intentions or doubting your sanity. You might find yourself wondering, Didn't they care? They claimed they did. But that's just your mind playing tricks on you. What truly matters is their behavior. How consistently do they demonstrate love, respect, and concern? How do they behave toward you and the children? Because ultimately their genuine concerns revolve around their image, finances, and control, especially once you're no longer in the picture. And finally, the most crucial thing to keep in mind, you're not going crazy. The emotions you're experiencing, the confusion and turmoil, it's all perfectly normal. Many people have walked the same path you're on and emerged stronger on the other side. Don't hesitate to seek help or connect with others who've been in your shoes. Dealing with a breakup involving a narcissist can be challenging, but by understanding their key concerns, image, money, and control, you can decode their actions and chart a path forward. Just remember, you're not alone, and with time and support, you'll overcome this. In conclusion, delving into the mind of a narcissist post-breakup can be complex and intimidating. But fear not, armed with the right knowledge and support, you can navigate this journey confidently. If you found value in today's discussion, take a moment to express your appreciation by hitting the like button and sharing your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Remember, sharing this video with others who might benefit can truly make a difference. And if you're eager for more insightful content like this, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Your engagement fuels our mission to provide valuable insights. As a token of our gratitude, don't forget to check out the link in the description for a free book and the chance for a one-on-one consultation. Thank you for being part of our community and for your unwavering support. That's all for now. Hey folks, welcome back to our channel. Ever experienced the silent treatment? It's a favorite tactic of narcissists, a form of psychological warfare aimed at belittling you and pretending you're insignificant. While there are myriad ways to retaliate against narcissists, silence reigns supreme as the most potent weapon. Indeed, the mightiest vengeance often whispers. Stick around as I unveil 7 compelling reasons why silence is the ultimate retribution against narcissists. First off, giving them the silent treatment triggers profound feelings of abandonment. Narcissists excel at manipulation, but recoil from accountability and vulnerability. Basking in attention and adulation fuels their ego. When met with silence, they confront their own guilt and shame. Well-deserved consequences. Denying them communication hits where it hurts most, their sense of control and power. By refusing to engage, you diminish their influence over you. Narcissists anticipate retaliation or confrontation from those they've wronged. Defying this expectation by maintaining silence keeps them off balance and intrigued. Given their track record, leaving them in a perpetual state of uncertainty is the ultimate payback. That's why silence speaks volumes in dealing with narcissists. Here's another compelling reason why silence is a potent tool. It leaves narcissists feeling profoundly unloved. These self-absorbed individuals prioritize their own desires and self-image over others' feelings. Attempting to retaliate by airing grievances on social media may backfire, tarnishing your reputation more than theirs. Admittedly, the urge to strike back when hurt is strong. But what's the most effective approach? While some view the silent treatment as punishment or control, it's more about expressing pent-up rage or frustration. As a non-verbal expression, it communicates the emotional impact of their actions without resorting to verbal attacks. Giving a narcissist the silent treatment delivers a clear message. Their presence in your life is no longer valued. This hits them where it hurts, triggering feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. Narcissists thrive on attention and validation, so denying them both forces them to confront their deepest insecurities. By withholding attention, you undermine their sense of self-worth and challenge their need for constant validation. It's a subtle yet powerful way to retaliate against their toxic behavior. Now on to the third compelling reason. Administering the silent treatment to a narcissist can induce intense feelings of rejection in them. This tactic is exceptionally potent because it strikes at the core of their vulnerability. Despite projecting strength outwardly, narcissists harbor fragile egos and possess low self-esteem, rendering them hypersensitive to criticism and rejection. Narcissists relentlessly pursue the facade of perfection and cannot tolerate the slightest hint of imperfection or refusal. A resounding no shatters their illusion of invincibility, eliciting feelings of anger and resentment towards others or themselves. Their inflated sense of entitlement blinds them to the validity of others' emotions and needs. The silent treatment stands as a simple yet effective method of retaliation because it requires minimal effort on your part. You need not expend time and energy devising elaborate schemes to hurt the narcissist. Instead, it entails withholding communication, a silent but forceful act of defiance capable of exerting a profound impact on the narcissist's psyche. Their ability to control and manipulate dwindles when confronted with the silent treatment. This approach stands out as the most potent means of retaliation against narcissists, as it strips away their power to coerce and influence others. Narcissists derive pleasure from bending others to their will, employing a repertoire of manipulation tactics aimed at eliciting sympathy or guilt, such as portraying themselves as victims or casting blame on others for purportedly hurting their feelings. Manipulation comes naturally to narcissists, as they are indifferent to the emotions of others, prioritizing the preservation of their own image above all else. They adeptly twist narratives to cast themselves as the aggrieved party, employing phrases like, "I'm hurt," or "you hurt me," to manipulate emotions and garner sympathy. Accustomed to getting their way, narcissists find their tactics ineffective in the face of silence. With all lines of communication severed, they are unable to sway the resolve of those who have ceased all interaction. The realization of their impotence and vulnerability engenders feelings of frustration and helplessness in narcissists, precisely the outcome sought in retaliation. Confronted with their own weakness and the assertion of your power, they grapple with a sense of powerlessness, a fitting response to their transgressions. The silent treatment serves as the fifth testament to their insignificance. Individuals like narcissists harbor a profound self-centeredness, believing that others should bend to their will. They perpetually inflate their own importance, deeming themselves superior to all. Should anyone dare to oppose their desires, they readily mete out punishment without a second thought. Narcissists excel at belittling others, diminishing their sense of worth and fostering dependence. Their adeptness with words enables them to manipulate and deceive, indifferent to the feelings and desires of others. Their sole objective is self-gratification, regardless of the collateral damage inflicted upon those around them. Yet, the silent treatment punctures their illusion of grandiosity, delivering a resounding blow to their perceived importance. For narcissists, it broadcasts a clear message. Their significance is far less than they imagine. It signals your liberation from their influence, stripping them of their hold over you. With a modicum of self-restraint and determination, you wield these tools to demonstrate the agony of being forgotten by someone once deemed vital in their life. This realization serves as a potent rebuke, reminding narcissists that they do not occupy the center of your universe. Now onto the sixth revelation. The silent treatment serves as a powerful declaration that you simply don't care about them. This approach stands as the pinnacle of vengeance against narcissists. for it portrays them as insignificant. Narcissists frequently struggle to grasp the concept that others have emotions and cannot be manipulated for their own gain without repercussions. It's akin to delivering a slap in the face, signifying your indifference to their actions. This act serves as a wake-up call, asserting that you refuse to be a pawn in their game. The silent treatment renders them powerless, as your emotions dictate their actions, a sensation unfamiliar to their usual sense of control. By employing this tactic, you demonstrate to the narcissist that they do not hold sway over your feelings. You convey that their presence in your life is dispensable, and their emotions hold no sway over you by refusing to engage with them. This fosters a sense of neglect and apathy in them, mirroring the emotions they so callously inflict upon others. As a result, this mode of retribution carries significant weight, for it forces the narcissist to confront the same sense of worthlessness and disregard that they frequently bestow upon others. And finally, the seventh revelation, employing the silent treatment, underscores that you prioritize your self-worth above theirs. Narcissistic individuals often harbor an inflated sense of superiority, believing others should consider themselves fortunate to receive their attention. However, receiving the silent treatment from you forces them to recognize that you hold yourself in higher regard than they could fathom. The silent treatment is effective because it conveys a clear message. Their conduct is intolerable. It communicates your refusal to engage in their manipulative games and signals your readiness to prioritize your own well-being. This shift in dynamics, where your needs take precedence over their desires, can unsettle a narcissist. Consequently, they must confront the reality that their perceived perfection is merely an illusion. In essence, the most potent way to retaliate against a narcissist is to demonstrate that you prioritize self-care and self-respect above their opinion of you. This victory lies in affirming your self-value and self-respect. Ever wondered if employing the silent treatment makes you selfish, prioritizing your needs above all else? While it may seem that way, it's not necessarily a negative trait. It demonstrates a recognition of the importance of self-care and self-value. Employing the silent treatment is, in fact, the most effective retaliation against narcissists. It's my way of exacting revenge on those who have wronged me, a simple yet potent form of retribution. Moreover, it allows you to redirect your focus onto other aspects of your life, alleviating the burden of hurt. Opting for silence over dialogue can be a significant act of self-preservation. Narcissists struggle with this form of communication because it fails to fulfill their constant craving for drama and attention. Given their insatiable desire to be at the forefront of every situation, this unexpected response is likely to unsettle them, forcing them to reevaluate their behavior. Have you ever employed the silent treatment against a narcissist who wronged you? Share your experiences with us in the comments below. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to give it a thumbs up.